My name is Rob Doyle, and today I would like to talk about web programming languages. What are the main web development languages? Well, there are four main languages. There are more, but the main ones are four, and those being HTML, CSS, JavaScript and PHP. Branching beyond those languages, we're talking Ajax, SQL, all very important and all very necessary, but these are the fundamentals. Now, if we were to start off with HTML, now we're going to look at this with a bit of an analogy, really, as if we were looking at the human body and anatomy of the human body, and where these languages would fit in to make up this complete body, which is the same as making up a website. There are lots of things going on in the background you don't see, but each aspect is as important as the next and make up what you see at the end of the day with your website and how the website fully functions. What you see is not all that is going on. There's a lot going on in the background. So, and this is where the programming languages are separated into what is called front-end programming languages and back-end programming languages. Front-end being HTML, CSS and JavaScript, although JavaScript can also be back-end, PHP being very much back-end, but we'll move through each one. Skeleton, HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's the basis, it's the bones, it's the structure that everything else is built around. It's a front-end language and consists of opening and closing tags. It tells the browser how to assemble the web page. This is very important. It's the first thing you will learn when going into programming as a beginner. You can't move on to any of the back-end languages until you've learned HTML or CSS. HTML, this is the natural order of learning, would be HTML, CSS, JavaScript, PHP, and then Ajax. I mean, you may choose to learn SQL early on as well. That's up to you, that's your choice. Next comes CSS. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. It defines how HTML elements are displayed. You consider it the skin of the body. It's how the website would look. It is also very dynamic and can do more than just looks, but it's fundamentally for how the website looks, and where you could change the way the website looked with HTML. With CSS you can do it all a lot quicker, and it's a real time saver. It's a great way of changing the way a website looks. It's also front-end programming language, dynamic. It saves a lot of work, like I said, that used to be done in HTML. JavaScript. JavaScript is the muscle of the web page, of the website. It's a true programming language. So language for programming web pages. It uses similar concepts to other programming languages like C++. If you're going into software development, then yes, it uses a lot of similar aspects. If you were to learn those aspects, then yes, you could probably switch over and quite easily learn many other languages, but learning that first language is the most difficult, getting those concepts down. And JavaScript is easy to start, but it gets harder as you go into it. But it's a real important aspect of a website, and if you can get this down, then you can really do a lot of amazing magic with your website. But every dynamic website uses JavaScript, and it's something that you need to do and learn if you're going to go into web development. Picture sliders. When you've got a website where the actual images slide across the screen. When I first saw that, I thought that's amazing, but that's done with JavaScript. jQuery is a library built with JavaScript and makes handling JavaScript easier. Some people say that they just learn jQuery, but to really understand, you really want to learn the vanilla JavaScript first, and then move on to jQuery. But yeah, jQuery will make life even easier when handling JavaScript. PHP would be considered the brains of the operation. It's purely server side, but if you're entering a email form or some sort of form on your website and you click send, then the PHP takes over and communicates with everything on the back end of the server to make the, let's say, your email be sent to where you're sending it to. It's very important, but you would not learn PHP until you've got a basic understanding of HTML, CSS and JavaScript. But yeah, PHP is, like I said, a server scripting language. Powerful for making interactive web pages. It's free to download and use, but like I said, you do need to have a basic understanding of the other concepts first. So if you're just starting out, complete non-programmer, beginner, then start with HTML and CSS, work your way through JavaScript, then on to PHP. And then the world's your oyster, really. There's so many other ways and routes to go, but you've got to start at the bottom to work your way up. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was just a brief overview of these languages. If you like the video, please share or subscribe to my channel, or click on the link below to visit my website. Many thanks.